So a few weeks ago, I made a video where I ranked every Fortnite season theme song by basically how good I thought it was. But today we're going to be making a video on ranking every Fortnite event theme song. This one could be a lot more interesting, honestly, because, you know, it's like all original music by Epic. Well, most of it, actually. So excited to see how well this goes. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, like, turn to the video. Use code Gaber17 for Fortnite so you guys support me. Code Gaber10 for 10% off at Advance if you guys want to support me on buying any gaming supplements. And also, week 4 recap every Sunday at 10 a.m. Ready for week of Fortnite. Let's get started. So this time instead of 6 tiers, we have 7 tiers. We have S, A, B, C, D, and F. Then we also have the doesn't have music tier. Well, basically we're just gonna be putting like a lot of them in because I'm pretty sure a lot of them don't have music, especially some of the earlier ones. So yeah, we're just gonna be basing off of YouTube, I guess. I'm just gonna be going on YouTube. I'm gonna be typing in like the name of the event, the name of the event and music, and if nothing comes up, then that's just my fault. So let's just get this started. Alright, don't mind how I spell Fortnite, but basically the first event we have is the Blast Off event, which I'm pretty sure doesn't have any. I mean, from what I see, I don't see like any like music, so we're gonna have to put this in the doesn't have music tier. Also, I forgot to mention, this isn't my tier list. I just got one basically just like from the events or whatever, because I just thought like it would be kind of useless to like just rank like all the whatever, all like the music and make a new one, so it's whatever. Next up we have Fortnite, what's the event even called? Cube Spawn music. Alright, does it have any music? Not really music. Alright, really quiet event. Alright, butterfly music. I wouldn't say like it's really like event music, I guess. Like it was more just like sounds. I don't really know how to like explain it really, but honestly it's like just wasn't really music. It still like sounded like really good in general though. Like the rocket sound effect in the background was really cool. Just like the kind of magical kind of feel of it was pretty cool too. Probably gonna play like either B or C tier, I guess. I'll play C tier, I guess, because it's not really music, but it still sounded like pretty good, I guess. Also, so I'll make another tab real fast. Alright, so we have Snowstorm. New Year's. New Year's does have music though, like the freaking Boogie Bomb sound or whatever, right? You know, honestly, just nothing really. It's just mostly fireworks, so it's like whatever, so you know, put a D tier at least. You know, it's like at least like some music, but still it's whatever. Oh boy, copyright time. What I'm gonna be doing is listen to how the music was played during the concert compared to listening to the full songs. So the length, cuts, and whatever else during the concert is how I'm gonna be listening and ranking it. I was ready to say the set list for this concert, so I'm gonna be saying it before this and every concert too. For Marshmallow, we got Alone, Poppin' by Ricky X. Check this out: Chasing Colors, Flashback, Everyday, Fly, and Happier. Yeah, that's true. You know, I haven't listened to freaking Marshmallow in like years. I did like his song Alone a lot. I feel like I kind of bumped that a lot back in like 20. When did Alone even come out? Actually, now I think about it.
Check this out. I work hard every day.
I have a few thoughts on this. Yes, I did listen to the whole entire like 10 minutes and listen to like every song. I do feel like I probably should have like listened to like the whole entire song, or the whole entire song. Sorry, not like the whole entire song, but like the whole entire like songs in general, like in order or whatever. Like listen to the whole entire like Alone, listen to the whole entire like Happier or whatever. But I guess for like future stuff, like for like other concerts or whatever, it's like the same thing, a different showtime. But honestly, like it's like really good. Obviously, like it fits into the theme of Marshmallow. Even like in the big 2020, I guess like Marshmallow's like songs are still like pretty good. Honestly, I might put this in S tier honestly because you know it's like listening to those songs brought me back to like the 2010s or whatever, like when Marshmallow first came out. I kind of grew up like listening to him a little bit because Marshmallow started, and I'm pretty sure like the 2010s or whatever. Alright, next up we have the Unvaulting event. You know, and honestly, it's like the same vibes as like the Butterfly event, honestly. I kind of like it a little bit better than the butterfly event, honestly. I just think like the music's just slightly better. But I'm still gonna put this like in C tier, probably just above butterfly event. Alright, then we have our actual like first like music. We have the final showdown, which I know like there's a like actual jam track for it, but I just kind of want to base it off like the actual like music from the event compared to like the actual jam track. You know, it's funny for like most like the event, I'm able to like visualize it like in game, like where it's happening or whatever. But honestly, it's a really good soundtrack in general. I can honestly like imagine this being like in like a Marvel movie or a DC movie, maybe like a final boss type of thing or whatever. Honestly, it's like super good music. Like I don't know, like the high intense like beat or music is just really good in general. Like the highs and the low, like the super tense music, just really good in general. I'm honestly have to put this in S tier. It's honestly just a really underrated like event song in my opinion, and honestly I just think it was like really fire in the first place. So yeah. Alright, but next up we have probably the one that's gonna be either winning the whole entire video or the one that's gonna be either close to the end or top 10, but the end. We'll say like just bias aside, even without the whole entire bias thing, this is still like top 10, maybe even top 3 like event songs or just whole entire like songs like maybe Fortnite, maybe even gaming. I guess that like goes for like a lot of people's opinions or so, but like Fortnite alone, I feel like it's like probably top 3 like songs in like the whole entire like just the whole entire game. It has to go in S tier. Honestly, it's like beautiful. The whole entire orchestra is like amazing. Honestly, just sound like so emotional at the end, like with like the like well, like the whole entire map was like getting sucked into the black hole. It was honestly is really cool. Just the whole entire like intensity of it. The beat drop like with the meteor like going like about to like go into like the 0 point, like you floating back. Just honestly just peak. Honestly, it's like super cool. And honestly, like side note, but we're gonna have to like see this event like in a like again like in a few months with season XOG, which I can't wait to do that. But speaking of the second time we actually went for that event, we're gonna have to freaking like have a little bit of competition this one a little bit. But anyway, just overall, this amazing soundtrack. I'm probably gonna put this like in top 3. It could even be like the highest one on the list, like at the end of this, so who knows. Because at the end I'm gonna be making like a top 10 like tier list for like the S tier plays like I did for the theme song quiz too, so yeah. But honestly, it's a really, really, really solid song, and just honestly, it's like amazing. Alright, so next up for Live Risky Reels, the only one I could find on YouTube is by Fortnite Music, where they have the Live Risky Reels Skydive 1, Skydive 2, Skydive 3, Respawn 1 through 6, and then Skydive 4 for just all Live Risky Reels, like 5 different videos for some reason. So I guess I'll just listen to the whole entire thing. But you don't remember like if the live actually had music or not, which I'm pretty sure it did. Alright, obviously it's Star Wars music, it's a Star Wars themed live event, so that's whatever. Damn, I need to grab that. You know, I just feel like it's like okay, I guess. I'll probably put it like at least like B or C tier, honestly. You know, like it fits like into the event a lot, I feel like, so that's something, so yeah, I just feel like Live Risky Reels being at B tier would be like something, I guess. Alright, then next up we have Travis Scott's Astronomical, which means copyright. For Astronomical, we have Sickle Mode, Stargazing, Goosebumps, Highest in the Room, and the Scots. In that order.
Sun is down. Made this here without. I get those goosebumps every time. I see some things that you might feel. The cops outside.
As someone that's not like the biggest Travis Scott fan, or like not even like a really like Travis Scott fan in general, I didn't really like know him before Fortnite. I feel like I heard his name like here and there, but I never like listened to his music. It's still like really good like music in general, even for someone that like once again, well, this is like a new topic, but I guess like I don't really like or really listen to like that much rap music, I guess. But overall, I'm pretty cool. I'll probably put this like still in S tier. Also because I feel like if I don't, I'm gonna get freaking mauled to death. Alright, and next up we have The Device, which once again has a jam track. Alright, I think the music for this event is really good. Honestly, reminds me a lot of like the type of like music like probably in like the end, I guess. Like the intensity of like the music, like when the things are like going out the water, when the device was like exploding or exploded and like rose from the agency. The intent, like the super intense music, like the what the hell is this? Like when the water wall happens, so that's really good. Honestly, I need to put this in S again. I feel like there's like just so many good like songs that happen like during events or whatever. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be like top. It could be top 5 actually. I actually have no idea, but just overall a really good song in general. Alright, next up we have The Devourer of Worlds, which I'm pretty sure has copyrighted music in it. Also, I will say that it honestly helps with like these type of videos. I think this is the same person that did like the agency video, or not the agency, that did the device video, and like able to like actually see like the event like with the music, which is like really good. Like kind of like helps identify like the intense parts, like what's happening like with the music and all that stuff. Because that's also like what we're basing it off of. I know like we didn't really base it off of it with like the other stuff, but I can kind of like picture in my head, I guess, like just like from memory. But still, like either way, it doesn't really matter. Wait, really? Yo, I should never notice that. That's cool. I do look like it plays some music though.
He loves to drive him crazy.
Alright, I do like this a lot. Like I feel like the intense moments, like the hardcore like music just during like some of the Galactus parts is really cool. The official song, I don't remember like the exact name of it off the top of my head, but that's really cool. I didn't know like a lot of like the music was like kind of based off like the end of it. Music was really cool, especially like the ending part, like where like freaking Galactus like gets defeated and ripped it away or whatever. So that's really cool. Do I say this is S tier though? I don't really know. I feel like it might be A tier. I can move it up to S tier if I ever want to. But right now, I just feel like A tier is like a pretty fine spot for it. Maybe I'll move up to S tier like later in the video, like when I do like the final reconstructions and all that stuff. But I just feel like A tier is just like the perfect place for it. And next up we have Zero Crisis Finale. Was that the freaking victory crown music or something? I know my favorite one, honestly. Right now, I feel like it's like kind of like on the weaker side. I do kind of like the ending part, like with like the or like where the foundation was like covering himself up. The music I feel like was like pretty good there. But other than that, I just feel like it's not really that good. Also, like this is like basically the jam track that like I also rated like in the every Fortnite song or every Fortnite actual music or whatever, because it's like the same thing, except this one's like more extended obviously. But we're gonna put this in either B or C, honestly. I feel like it's a little bit better than like the or it's been like probably the best out of like these three, I guess. So yeah. Next up we have the Rift Tour, where we're gonna be doing the exact same thing. For the Rift Tour, we have Come and Go by Juice WRLD and Marshmello, Audio by Sia, Diplo, Labyrinth, and LSD, Wolf Mother by Victorious, Raindrops, Angel Cried, Seven Rings, Be Alright, Rem, The Way, and Positions, all by Ariana Grande.
I love you, I know that's not the way to. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm at 100. Switching the positions for you.
I do feel like this is like the weakest concert of like the three, honestly. Like Travis Scott and Marshmello are both at S tier. I feel like I might put like Rift Tour either A or B tier. You know, I just feel like one like full set list of like an artist or whatever like makes a lot more sense. I mean, I guess it's like kind of like the Rift Tour, like they kind of like did something different compared to like just being like a full on Ariana Grande concert or whatever. But either way, this is still like on the weaker side, honestly. I'm gonna put it probably at like either we'll play a B for now. Maybe we'll move up to A. All right, next up we have Operation Skyfire. Alright, I feel like this is like once again a really good one. I feel like the music like build up to like the reveal of like Blue Kevin, or like the reveal of, like Kevin like appearing, the reveal of like all the cubes, like when you're crashing onto the island. The music like when like you're just going like through the for like the this whole entire ship in general was pretty cool, I guess. Probably gonna put it like an A tier. I feel like that's like pretty decent, I guess. So yeah. Alright, the end. The other end. As much as I do love this live event, honestly, I feel like it's like one of like the better ones, especially like out of like the ones we got like over the past like few years. I don't think the music was that great. I do feel like some parts of like were pretty good, like the music like when the island was flipping, kind of being like the chapter 3 theme a little bit, I guess. Also, it's like felt like the beginning part was pretty cool, with like the last reality music kind of beat or whatever. Some of the middle part ones were okay, I guess. I'm probably gonna put it like a B tier, honestly. I feel like that's like a pretty reasonable place. Probably put it above like Light Rescue Reels and Do This, I guess. Next up, Collision. Alright, I feel like this is a little bit better than like probably the end. I feel like it like has like a lot more like high action, more intense like things, or just like more scenes or whatever. Probably put like an A tier. Fractured. How am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to like listen to like a freaking 10-hour thing or whatever? Not 10-hour, like 48 minutes. Honestly, I feel like the music's like better than the event, which obviously I feel like is not that hard to actually beat or whatever. But honestly, at this time, I just feel like it's just not that good. I feel like all like the intensity. I also feel like all like the times like kind of like build up to like kind of go down like between like phases or whatever. Like phase one, like you build up, build down, it goes up again. It's like honestly like that's the same type of music. And I get like and I get like it's part of like the event like where like you connected the island again and you have to like do more steps or whatever, but I don't know, I didn't really like it that much, honestly. I'm probably gonna put this at like probably C tier. Honestly, he's probably like the worst one of them all, but actually maybe I'll put it like above like a molting butterfly since I wasn't really like any sounds in the first place. So yeah. And I think we have the Big Bang. Now for the Big Bang, we're actually gonna have a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Competition, I guess. Mostly because I feel like I kind of like want to compare like the end event music to like this end event music because like they're so similar. Talk a little about it like after, but still. Alright, I don't know if I should count this or not, but you know I'm not gonna count it. It's not really part of the event. It's like freaking post match. The way I want to kind of do this, I guess, like I didn't really do it for like the other events, but like I kind of want to like break it down like music by music, like my thoughts on it, like where like where it kind of like makes me like rank it. So starting off with like the original one, like with the original like just end event like part or whatever. Like already I'm just like kind of debating like I'm kind of like debating like if I like this one more or less than like the actual like end event music. Can we listen to the whole entire thing like both, or let me listen to both of them and then like I'll decide.
A few moments later.
I don't know, I like the extra like added like music or like just the extra like amplified music, I guess, to like the Big Bang event. But the LG is just like still just like amazing in general. So I honestly just have no idea. What are your guys' thoughts on this? I want to hear like your guys' like thoughts on the like below in the comments. Like what like sound you like better or whatever. Like what version you like better. That we have the Lego one, which honestly just sounds like something from like the actual like from the Lego movie or whatever. Like it sounds like really creative and like honestly just like the extra noise in like the song too, like also add on to it, like if you hear like this. And That sounds like something you hear like in a Lego movie, like the Lego Movie 1, Lego Movie 2, Lego Batman movie, like Ninjago. Just one of those is really cool. The rocket racing one, I just don't really, I'm not like really a big fan of. I do like this part a little bit. Like I feel like that part's like just pretty good. Like the upbeaty, like kind of like tempo music's really good. I also heard the song like a little bit like when I actually played rocket racing, especially like when I was trying to get like gold to get the one skin or whatever. Eminem is playing Lose Yourself and Godzilla. That's cool, I guess. I would say it's on brand. I guess it's like kind of half on brand because like, you know, freaking there's a music mode or whatever. But at the same time, I just feel like if we did get Eminem in like festival, we like would have been like more on brand. But oh, it's really good, I guess. I honestly might have to put this like in either A or S tier. Like, just, I don't know, all, like, the combined songs in general, like, all of them, like, just fit, like, their, I guess, category a lot. Like, the end of my music, like, fits, like, its part. The Lego music, like, fits, like, the Lego theme. Rocket Racing fits, like, the Rocket Racing theme. Yeah, I'm probably gonna put it, like, in probably S tier for now. I might move it, but I don't know. Do any of these even have, like, music in them? Freaking Pandora's Box, Sandstorm, and freaking Explosion? Turns out the Pandora's Box actually does have a soundtrack. Which one was it though? I hope that was the right music. If it wasn't, then I feel freaking bad. But honestly, like really good. Of course, like it like goes into like the whole entire like mythology season or whatever. What's really good. So ironically, I might give this honestly a B. Even like for a short event, like this event was like kind of like a quote unquote mini event. You know, I'll still like give it like pretty good, I guess. Probably put it like above like Live Risky Reels, honestly. But then we had the Sandstorm event, which also has music, apparently. I like this one a little bit better than Pandora's Box. I like the little like I feel like it had like a little more extra like oomph to it, I guess. I like the guitars on it a little bit, which I'm pretty sure Pandora's Box didn't have. So probably gonna put this at B once again above Pandora's Box. And once again for a mini event, like they honestly sorry, I'm trying to fix my mic. Honestly for a mini event, I feel like they didn't have to go like that hard, but it's honestly really good. Alright, then we have the... How the hell do you freaking spell that? Honestly, I don't remember like a lot of that stuff, but I do remember like the Doom like theme being played like at the end of it, which was pretty cool. I was expected to like have like a lot of like rock music or whatever, kind of like this, or I guess like heavy metal or whatever, which is pretty cool. One thing for a mini event, I wouldn't say like it's like the best, but still like did pretty well, I guess. So honestly, I might put this like maybe next to Fractured, probably like. Yeah, I guess that's cool for now. Alright, Absolute Doom. Did Absolute Doom have any live event music? I don't remember. Alright, so I think that wasn't really music. It was more like sound effects, I guess. But anytime that event like lasted like a long time, so I feel like it kind of makes sense for like all the sound effects to be like kind of different or whatever, like be kind of like separated. But overall, I'm just gonna put it at B tier. Wasn't that bad of an honestly, or like event music, I guess. It's like a lot of like high actiony like stuff, I guess. So yeah. Alright, how am I even supposed to do, like, this one? Because I'm pretty sure, like... Next for the prelude, it was a 15-minute concert that was broadcast from New York with Ice Spice and Snoop Dogg. And Ice Spice played her songs In Hamoud and Princess Diana. And Snoop Dogg played Who Am I, What's My Name, Deep Cover, Gorgeous, Drop It Like It's Hot, and the next episode. I did not feel like going for all this, honestly. I think it's already, like, I already ranked, like, all the songs on the trailer or whatever. But the thing is, I'm like kind of confused, like if I should actually like be ranking or like be basing it off of like the trailer too. So I mean, it's part of the event, but at the same time, not really. So okay, well I'm just gonna be ranking it off like just the actual like event, like the freaking thing. Overall, this is like a terrible live event. Honestly, I feel like people like in New York probably have like a lot more fun than like people that's like watching it like from freaking Fortnite on a screen. If I freaking went to New York and freaking saw Snoop Dogg and Ice Spice like freaking do this for Fortnite would have been freaking cool, but I didn't. But music wise, it played I mean I guess like overall like it like kind of fits in the theme because it played 2 out of 4 like singers or whatever that like were a part of the whole entire like chapter 2 remix thing. So and overall I'll probably just put it at like put it at B, I guess. In reality this is a F tier freaking event, but just in general I feel like this is like a freaking decent like thing. I'll put it there, I guess. And then we have, like, the actual remix finale event music. This one I will play, but we had Drop It Like It's Hot and Another Part of Me by Snoop Dogg, The Monster, and Houdini by Eminem, In a Mood and No Shush by Ice Spice, and Ever Your Podcast and Lucid Dream by Juice WRLD.
When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot. Now tell me what do you want from me? This with the monster, the son of my bitch.
Like damn, she in her move. She turn up the spot.
Empty out your pockets, I need all that. I have these lucid dreams.
I'm gonna be straight up honest. This is probably gonna be going in like S tier, probably. Like, honestly, I just feel like this is... My mic's blowing, sorry. Like, whether you like it or not, all 4 people that were part of the live event, or, like, this whole entire season in general, Snoop Dogg, Ice Spice, Eminem, and Juice WRLD, like, they're all, like, super popular artists, so obviously, like, the music for, like, this event's gonna be, like, super good, honestly. Even though I'm not, like, the biggest fan of, like, all of them or whatever, or even if I hate some of them, like, freaking Ice Spice, like, Snoop Dogg, I, like, never really listened to, honestly, growing up. Eminem, I know him. I listened to like some of his songs, but not really that much either. Juice WRLD, I didn't really listen to any of his songs before or after he died, honestly. Like, I'm not like a freaking fake fan or whatever, or really a real fan in the first place. And I just like to freaking hate her. If she's watching this, I'm sorry. But anyway, I feel like just like having a whole entire season like themed around music or whatever. Even something that's like not really like a concert, like the Travis Scott event or Marshmello or freaking Riff Tour. I mean, this is kind of like the Riff Tour a little bit, so I'm being a little bit hypocritical, but I feel like it's like a little bit different, honestly. And the songs that they played like were honestly like really good. Of course, like I feel like it's kind of weird that they didn't like I feel like every artist like in this season kind of had like a set song. Like I'm pretty sure like the little beat of it like played during like when you pick up like their mythic, when you threw something or like shot a gun or whatever. Like for example, Eminem likes Minigun played the Rap God song. I'm pretty sure like Snoop Dogg's like Boogie Bombs like played like the Drop It Like It's Hot. I'm trying to like remember everything. Juice WRLD didn't really have a location, did he? But still, everyone always had like a set song. I'm pretty sure like Snoop Dogg's was more like freaking Drop It Like It's Hot and like freaking like and like the next episode, Ice Spice was like In a Mood. Eminem's was like Rap God, and Juice WRLD I'm pretty sure was probably either Lucid Dreams or freaking Armed and Dangerous or whatever. But either way, it's still like a really good thing. And even like I talked about or was about to talk about, which I didn't, but the like songs they played during the event was really good. Like Drop It Like It's Hot was good. Another part of me I never really heard before like the event, so I was like kind of confused like when I like played it, but I was like still like fine. Monster's really good. Houdini, it's like an okay song honestly. I kind of like it a little bit, but I don't know. Hit a Mood and Oh Shush or Oh S Word. I still don't even know which one it is. I feel like I've been saying that for like years and I still don't even know. They're both okay, I guess, even if I'm a freaking Ice Spice hater. In the Bigger Pockets and Lucid Dreams was fine. Once again, I'm not really a Juice WRLD fan before or after he died, so I don't really care that much about that, but still. But either way, I'm probably putting this song or this event in S tier because honestly it's really good. Of course, like it's kind of like cheating, I guess. Like if like like the rest of the music like on this list is like Handmade or whatever by Epic or whatever, except for like maybe a few like getting of course the other concerts like Travis Scott or whatever, but still. I don't know. This is like the end of my little like rant or discussion, I guess, about it. If you guys like disagree with that, then honestly, I just don't really know like what to tell you. But like, once again, this makes a lot of sense. As I said, we have the confrontation, which is a mini event, but it's still something, I guess. So yeah. I don't remember like this is like the actual live event song or not. I'm guessing it is because I typed in the confrontation. If it is it, then honestly, it's probably probably C tier. Probably like above like Absolute Doom probably. Because honestly like it's pretty good music, so yeah. It seems like epic, kind of fits like the theme of the season with like the Oni stuff and whatever, so yeah. That's my thoughts on it, I guess. And I said we had the Death Star Sabotage, which I'm sure is more Star Wars music. You know what that is. Honestly, it being Star Wars themed, like a Star Wars theme event, it kind of worked out a lot. Honestly, if it is better than Love Rescue Reels, probably better than like the Prelude, whatever you say. I'm gonna put this like probably about the Rift Tour. Actually, no, I'll put it like here because I'd rather listen to like. I mean, we're not doing this list based off like listening or whatever like last time it was, but I'd rather just listen to like retro music than Star Wars music. All right, next up we have Super Showdown. Alright, I like the kind of boss fight kind of music, most because it was a boss fight, I guess. That's one way of putting it. The sound effects, the music that like was playing when the Fortnite superheroes, did they ever get a name? Whatever it was, like whenever like the rip-off superheroes came in, I like those sound effects. I'm pretty sure like at the beginning, like when like at the beginning of the fight. My one like problem with it, like Superman shows up at the end, and I feel like it would have been like super cool if like started playing like the Superman theme, like maybe like the freaking guitar riff one that like was in the freaking latest Superman movie. I feel like that would make a lot of sense, I guess. Sure, probably would have got like a lot of like content creators like copyright striked or whatever, but like, I mean, there's been times like where like freaking people haven't been copyright striked because of Fortnite events, not the freaking 0 hour because freaking Benson Boone, frick you. Overall, I'm probably gonna put this like at either B or C tier. I'll put it like probably B tier, probably above probably put it above Sandstorm, I guess. Actually, I put it above like Death Star Sabotage. I feel like it was like pretty good. Overall B tier. Actually, we'll put it below. Okay, that's final answer. Alright, next we have 0 Hour. I don't know how this is gonna work out, but does a Huntrix play during this at some point? Like Huntrix don't miss. All I think about now is freaking black hole, black hole, black hole, black hole, black hole. No, no, not again.
What did I say? What did I say?
Ash, you're gonna be like that.
Black hole.
Oh, wait a second. I told you. I told you, man.
No.
I told you.
No, no black hole.
Shut the f***
What was that?
How it's done, done, done.
Alright, overall, like, honestly, a really good soundtrack. Like, I feel like the boss battle kind of music is just honestly, like, really good. Like, especially, like, kind of the end, like, where, like, it gets kind of, like, darker, I guess. Like, when, like, we're kind of, like, I wouldn't say, like, really losing, but, like, we're getting to, like, the final straws, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it. I might have to put this in S tier, because honestly, like, it's honestly, like, just really good. And honestly, like, it's also super good with, like, other, like, I guess, collab music or whatever. Like, K-pop Demon Hunters, Miku, Playboi Carti, Fall Guys, Kill Bill. Probably, like, there might be more. I don't think so. I did like, try and track it, like, with my computer. Like, with, like, my video, like, on the other screen. It kind of worked a little bit, so that's really good. But overall, it's really good. Alright, I'm pretty sure the Chapter 7 season, or the Chapter 7 Rocket Launch didn't, like, have anything. I had to, like, just see real fast. Alright, well, even though it wasn't, like, really a full song, I guess I could still rank it a little bit. I'll probably rank it, like, C tier, honestly. Probably, it's a little bit better than probably, like, E's at least. Like, this I feel like is a pretty good like ranking for it. Alright, finally we have Shattered. I don't really know how I'm gonna do Shattered, but I'm pretty sure like it was different, like for some parts, like based off like based off what side you're on. I mean, there's the Shattered live and full event, both side mashups. Alright, how about this one? Alright, well I still need to hear the freaking foundation one. Because we're gonna do a scuffway. I think everything else was like Foundation and Ice King, so yeah. Alright, I was gonna I felt like both like sides had like different like songs in general. Overall, I feel like this event was like really good. Like the music was really good. It felt like honestly like a final boss type of thing. Like the music like, when like you're getting like pushed out, which was really cool. Also, I didn't mean to put that there right now. Fighting sequence or the fighting music. I don't know. I keep saying like talking about the event. I like the music like play like when the Foundation and Ice King were fighting. The theme like when the Foundation was sneaking up to the place. I guess the same thing for Ice King too, because I watched both sides. Honestly, might be top 10 or yeah, top 10 S tier. How many do you actually have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so we have 9. I guess we'll move up and devour both or devour world. I was gonna say devour both world like freaking Luna Snow. I mean, overall, like this seems like a really fine list. Maybe I'll make some tweaks and I'll be back in a few seconds. So give me a few minutes.
6.5 hours later.
Alright guys, I did my rankings and I don't really know how I feel like 100% about them, but I just feel like this list is just the best I could do. So obviously, hopefully like in editing, like my the screens I kind of covered and all that stuff. I did like, make one change real fast. I moved the end of chapter 2 event from B to A. Not only because I feel like we didn't have like that many A tiers, but also because I just feel like it also, you know, fit into like the agenda. I feel like it was also like so really good jam track or not jam track, a really good song. Sorry. So I feel like A tier is really good, along with Collision and Operation Skyfire. All right, top 10. Coming at numbers 10, 9, and 8, we have Marshmello, Travis Scott, and the remix finale. Now, hear me out for a second. I just feel like putting them like in the top like 10 is just like really good, but honestly I can't really like judge them. I guess that the creators made like Marshmello made the songs, Travis Scott made the songs, and then like Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Ice Spice, and Juice WRLD all made their songs for the events. I just feel like it's not really like, I want to say fair. Also kind of like judging off like how much I like all the music. Like I like Marshmello, I decently like Travis Scott, and then like the other people in like remix, I like them all like pretty good, except for like maybe Ice Spice, I guess, like I said multiple times. Maybe putting like in the top, in like the final 3. Still like in the top 10 though, but I just feel like that's just like the most fair thing I could do, honestly. Especially since like considering like it's just like events based around them. So obviously like it fits in, it like does like good. Their music was really good, so yeah, hopefully that makes a lot of sense. Alright, coming in number 7, we had The Device. I feel like The Device is doing like a really strong song, or yeah, song in general. The music when the water wall happened, teleporting, the beginning event music. Honestly, it's like really good music in general. Really mysterious. I like the orchestra a lot in it. I feel like the orchestra was really good in general, so that's my ranking for that. And number 6, we had Devour Both Worlds. Or why do you think Devour Both Worlds? The Devour of Worlds. You know, I feel like the Devour Worlds is really good. The beginning, like sound with like the Galactus like rising and hitting like the helicarrier is really cool. I also like the music like, when you're like in the, I don't really know what to call it, but the butterfly place, I guess you could call it. And then like also they use like real music, which is really cool. Honestly, seems like something that like Tony Stark would like really like, because he likes a lot of rock music in like the MCU. He likes like AC/DC or whatever. So overall, just a really good like pick. I feel like that like really fits him. So really good pick from Epic. All right, top 5. We got Shattered. Shattered is a really good live event sound. I feel like I like that a lot. Overall, I just feel like the sound like when you're getting pushed back, the sound like when the Ice King and the Foundation were both like heading to the to the 0 point was really cool. The music when the Ice King and Foundation were fighting is really cool. So overall, this is like the tense and like in like a lot of those moments, especially like when like once again you're getting pushed back. The mysterious, like when like you're walking like towards the ice, or toward not ice king, towards like the 0 point, mostly for like the Foundation, I guess, but still honestly really cool. Number 4, we have Zero War or 0 Hour. 0 Hour, I feel like the build up to like teleport reality is really cool. Seeing like Miku, Fall Guys, Playboy Cardi is really cool. Little like cameos. The music that like they also play like in like the, I guess, non-copyrighted areas, like the noir place or the underwater place, really cool. The portal opening scene, really cool once again. Portal opening scene, like it's freaking Endgame or whatever. Like also the music when they're charging at the thing, really cool. The K-pop Demon Hunters and the Bride music is really cool too. Like really just like solid integrations into the music. I feel like it makes like a lot of sense. I do kind of wish I added like a little bit more like music or copyright music to it, like maybe like The Simpsons, which I'm pretty sure they did at some point. Now that I think about it, I feel like if they had like a actual like solid, or like not solid, just like an actual like spot during the event, then I feel like they probably would. But honestly, like they didn't really have like a spot, kind of like how K-pop Demon Hunters, The Bride, the other realities did, so it makes a lot of sense. But overall, still a really cool like soundtrack, honestly. Making like this list makes me like really wish that Fortnite like started making jam tracks or like music packs like for the event music again, because they haven't done that since like I'm pretty sure Collision or Fractured. So honestly, I just feel like if they did it for like Shattered, for 0 Hour, for Big Bang, I feel like that would have been really cool. That's a little bit of a side note. Moving on this up for number 3, we actually had the Big Bang. I love the end music. Of course, the end music is probably like is later on this list. Like you guys could probably tell by now by just looking at it in general. But the end music is really cool. Like the remix version of it, really cool. The music that they use for Lego. Once again, I said earlier that it seems like something that would be like in the Lego movie. Kind of like bricky, kind of like imagination-y, I guess you could kind of call it. Really cool. The music in Rocket Racing is really cool too. Like the high tempo beat, really cool. Them using like Eminem songs, like using what is it? Freaking blanking. And they're putting like the freaking songs on it. I know like one's Godzilla, but what's the other one? Blanking. It's also like freaking 1 a.m. by the time we're recording this, so I'm just blanking in general. You know, like I feel like the music also like kind of like didn't like overstay its welcome. They kind of didn't like blend into each other, which is like I guess fine, because like comparing it to like the different realities, like they went from like Lego Rocket Racing Festival, whatever. So like like honestly, like I don't want them to like kind of blend in. I felt that was really good. So yeah. Alright, and number 1 and number 2, I'm just gonna do them both at the same time, just so you guys like don't like, just so you guys get reviewed at the same time. Number 2 being the final showdown, and number 1 being the end event. Tell you about the final showdown first. I feel like it's a really good like kind of like boss battle fight. Like, you know, like the monster coming out, the mech coming out, really good solid music. The music like when like the robot thinks he won or whatever, like he walked out like out the water, really good. And like the polar peak monster like jumps out, really cool. When the mech like grabs the 0 point shard, also grabbing the singularity sword, really cool too. The final shot, like the final like music with like the shot of like the monster like putting the sword into like the monster is really like good too. Like the kind of like angel noise. Just overall a really good jam track. Also really good song once again. So yeah. And in the end, honestly, I just tried to like take bias out of this, but I honestly just really like beside bias beside bias, I just feel like the end like music is just like super good, super iconic. I feel like I see like a bunch of like TikToks about it, like you know, like whenever like something happens like in real life. I'm not gonna talk about politics or whatever, but like freaking whenever something happens, I always say like some memes like freaking like there's a timer like above the White House or whatever that with like the end of the music going on. Just super iconic, super good. I guess like what makes it iconic and like super like known like in the Fortnite community is like just how good it was. Like the beat drop, especially like with like the rocket like going to the 0 point is really cool. And then like the final like music like when like the rocket was like or the meteor was like going down into the 0 point, and once again really cool. The music before that too, like the liftoff noise for like the rocket is really good. Mysterious be like when the rocket's like lifting off like towards the top before like it like rifts out and like flies around the map. Also like doing like the comet thing is really cool too. And then the final beat, like just honestly like the slowed down kind of like Fortnite OG music when like we're like just seeing black on the screen, everything mysterious, all that stuff. Of course, back then like it was mysterious back in like chapter 1 because people didn't know like what was going on or whatever. They didn't know like the freaking black hole was happening. Just absolute freaking cinema. I'm still debating like whether like the Big Bang like end event music or like the regular end event music is better. And I honestly still like go with OG, but I just feel like the remix version is like super good in general. Like the extra like music notes in it just makes it like super good. So once again, I want to see like your guys' like takes on it, like which one's better. Tell me like the reason why. I'll be reading the comments, I'll be responding, all that stuff. But here's the final ranking of every Fortnite event theme song. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe while I turn into the video. You guys are for I'll be in the code guys so you can support me. So give her 10% off at advance. You guys want to support me by buying any supplements. And at this time, goodbye.